5-minute
call. This is your 5-minute call with Cessalee Stovall.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Happy Friday. This is your 5-minute call with Cessalee Stovall. Today we have the incomparable Kimberly Marable on the line with us. Now, Kim has done so much stuff, and I can't wait for you guys to meet her. Her top 5 are as follows. Number 1, she is currently in The Lion King on Broadway, so if you're in New York, check her out. But she's also been in Sister Act on Broadway as well. She's done 5 national tours. Book of Mormon, Dreamgirls, Hairspray, The Wedding Singer, on the Sister Act tour. So you might have seen her in a city near you. Number 3, she originally hails from Brooklyn, and she went to Dartmouth for college, the one in New Hampshire. And number 5, and super, super awesome, which we love, Kimberly is one of the co-founders of this awesome organization called Broadway Serves. And Broadway Serves is a way for performers to do community service outreach projects across the country. So without further ado, we would love to welcome Miss Kimberly Marable. How's it going, girl?
Hey, everybody.
I've got a couple questions for you. The first question is, tell me a little bit about your journey from high school to college to Broadway and where you are now.
So in high school, I used to do a lot of shows like in the school, but also like taking theater classes at like local studios, summer programs and such. And then I ended up going to a liberal arts school, which is Dartmouth. So I did a lot of the musical theater club plays because we didn't have a department there. So I was a theater and sociology major. My senior year, I had written and produced my own play based loosely on the life of Tupac Shakur, kind of a pre-holler if you hear me kind of thing. And I just really enjoyed the experience of bringing people together, like dancers and singers and costume designers, lighting designers, budding stage managers, everybody. So I actually thought that I wanted to be a producer. So after I graduated, I worked at a theater in Vermont as a company manager and an intern. So I was like building sets, writing contracts, running spotlights, doing all kinds of crazy stuff and not performing, and I hated it because I was watching everybody else do what I wanted to do for my entire life. So I moved back here to New York, and the rest is history.
What was for you the moment that you knew, this is what I want to do? I am going to be a performer.
It was during that company manager positionship, internship.
So, okay, next question for you is, tell me, what was the most memorable moment you've had, either on stage or off stage, or like a funny story, or...
Got 2 of them for you. The first memorable moment was how I got my equity card. So I got my equity card by playing Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray.
Yes! I did know that.
So that's a funny one and true. The other exciting and huge moment for me was actually when I found out that I was going to be on Broadway with Sister Act. I found out in person literally right after the audition. Jerry Zaks came up to me and said, "How would you like to be on Broadway in my show?" And I said, "I would love that. Thank you very much." And I went from there to the theater. One of the crew guys, awesome guy, saw me standing outside and was like, "Are you joining us soon?" And I said, "Yes." And he let me into the theater. I'd never been on a Broadway stage before. And he let me just stand there on zero, center stage, and just take it in. So that was definitely the most memorable experience, just that day, but specifically standing front and center on that stage and knowing that I was about to fulfill my destiny.
That's awesome. Wow, I got chills hearing that story. Our next question for you comes from our Twitter followers, and one of our Twitter followers wants to know, how long does it take you to put on your makeup?
So the real talk answer is that I could do it fairly quickly, probably in 5 minutes, and usually wait until about 5 minutes to put it on. And for so in The Lion King, I'm a bird lady, so it's literally just foundation. We have an eyeshadow plot, some eyeliner, mascara, and then we have these paint stamps that we put on, and lipstick. So it's fairly quick. Now, if I were to go on as Sarabi or Shenzi, Those require a lot more time because I'm literally putting paint on my face, and I have to let it dry before I can put on the other parts of it. So that can take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to do.
Thank you for that answer, and thank you, Twitter followers, for giving us the question. And our last question for you, Miss Marable, is if you could go back in time and give your 15-year-old self one bit of advice, what would it be?
I'm indecisive, so I'm going to give you a couple things. I would say stay in class because it's very, very important to keep your skills sharp. And the other thing is that don't stress about the things you can't control. Ultimately, the things you can control are how prepared you are, whether you go to the auditions, like showing up, and also how well you do in an audition or in a performance that day. But whether they choose you in an audition or whether you get that part that you really want, or all of those things that are beyond your control, or how other people may conduct themselves in the theater, beyond your control. So better to just have fun and not worry about those things and just focus on the things that you can control.
All right, awesome. Well, that is wonderful advice, and we really appreciate it. And I know you have a show tonight, so we'll let you get back to your day. But thank you so much for taking time for the 5-minute call. And
oh my gosh, thanks for having me.
Heck yeah! All right, bye.
Bye.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.